Good morning. It's Sunday, August 2nd, and I'm at the ER. Well, after a relatively quick visit in the ER that was not very fruitful, I'm now traveling with the funeral director, Steve here. He and Donna were just so amazing. They live here near Clifton, and so he volunteered to run me into the ER. Then we went and did a supply run at Walmart for some things, and then now we're heading to the ski so I can grab a few things. It's great to meet new friends, ones that are just willing to do so much for you. Steve here is local. Steve and Donna, you've seen them in the videos. They're going to allow me to put my ski on their trailer and take it out to their home to keep it, because I am going to fly to Omaha to go take care of some medical stuff. Pulling the ski out. Oh man is right. Where are we? Where are you taking me? And do I hear banjos out there? What? This is where my ski's gonna be, if you can figure that out. Somewhere. Hey, check out my new editing studio. It's got quite a few perks. A lot of food delivered to you, but people just barge in all the time, and it's a bit pricey. Well, let's see if I can fill in some gaps for you. I started having some pain in my bottom, and we rode on August 1st, and I kind of rode through some pain there. And when we got to Clifton, the pain started to ramp up pretty quick. And so I let Amy know that on the night of August 1st, it's like, I don't know if I can ride tomorrow. We're going to see how things are. And in the morning, I'm going to make a decision of whether I'm going to go to the ER or ride. And sure enough, the pain grew worse. And I told Jolene that kind of felt like there were two golf balls where there shouldn't be any, where you wouldn't want golf balls on your bottom side. So yeah, on Sunday, August 2nd, Amy and I met, and I encouraged Amy to go ahead and ride up to the next spot, which is closer to Paducah. It's Land Between the Lakes area, near the end of the Tennessee River. There was just so little in the town of Clifton. It just made sense for her to keep on riding. I, on the other hand, went to the ER, as you saw in the video. Now, there's no medical facilities in Clifton. The closest one was 25 minutes away. So, as you saw, Steve drove me to the ER, and then at the ER, they just misdiagnosed it. They thought it was bowel issues and constipation issues, which is why we then drove 45 minutes to the closest pharmacy and bought some supplies to help with that type of a problem. And then back to Clifton, where I stayed one more night at my bed and breakfast. But throughout the day, I determined that no, this is not a bowel problem. This is something else. And so I booked a flight home, wanted to get home to Omaha. So then the next morning, Monday, August 3rd, through a couple of drivers, one, the Jackie at Pillow Street Bed and Breakfast, which is where we were staying. She drove me a half hour up toward David Jackson, who I had just met the night before, reacquainted. I had met him on the loop. He's a cool dude. He offered to drive me to Nashville to the airport. And so between those two rides, I got myself into Nashville, thanks to both of them, and jumped on a flight. Man, I had to get out of that last editing studio. The price of rent was outrageous, and the whole place just kind of reminded me like the last few lines in Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you may never leave. It was time to go. So, I'm at home now. All right, so yeah, Monday, flew from Nashville to Omaha. That was painful. I had to use the wheelchairs in all three airports. I could not walk. It was getting worse. The pain was pretty intolerable. Uh, Got home to Omaha. Jolene, my wife, picked me up from the airport. We drove straight to the ER, and sure enough, after a CAT scan and some other tests, basically had an abscess growing, and growing fast. So, and yeah, it was about the size of two golf balls. So, um, had a 2 day stay in the hospital, and they took care of that. Gotta say, it was by far the most painful thing I've ever been through. No general anesthesia. Um, I won't describe it. Anyway, so this is definitely a trip ender for this summer. I will be spending several weeks healing. Um, I've got an open wound and things like that, and so there's no way I'd be able to ride or have any chance of lake water getting into it or river water getting into it. So unfortunately, for me, after 7,500 miles, it's the end of my trip. I have encouraged Amy to continue on. She declined. She's like, no, it's a partnership. It's you and I. But she might continue riding with her dad. Her dad expressed some interest in joining her. She has a second ski ready to go. So she came to Omaha, grabbed her van and trailer, stopped by to see me, which was nice. And then, so she's going to go back to the St. Louis area. And after her dad arrives in about a week, they'll continue on. Not sure how long, how far. It's not really her goal anymore to break the world record per se. Just going to play it by ear on how things go. So wish her the best of luck on that. And then for me, yeah, it's going to be some home time for a while, until I dream up some other crazy thing to do. So goodbye for now.